this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of February 2020, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of January. So let's get started. So the first card for you presenting the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the Three of Clubs. So the Three of Clubs here indicates that towards the beginning of the month you have been having a lot of good time in your workplace, and you have been planning for some time on what will be the next step that you wanted to achieve, especially to finalize the projects or to finishing up your tasks and all of that. For some of you who are trying to get a new job as well, this card is actually very positive, because it looks like that your application has been going through after the interview process that you have been going through. It looks like it's just only a matter of time until you finally get like the final decisions, which will be, I'm not sure, it could be different for all of you, but for some of you it can be a positive results. So you just have to be very patient on that, because that will take some time. So the next card that you have representing the influence card or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Ace of Hearts. So like I said before, there is a new beginning towards the middle of the month. So if you have been waiting for that final decision from that company that you are interested in or that you wanted to work for, it's finally coming by the middle of the month. So just be patient and try to put your best foot forward once it's finally happening. Yeah, don't be too excited too much as well, because sometimes it can happen totally different with what you expect as well. So then the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have this Four of Spades. So the Four of Spades is actually, I would say it's quite chill happening in the month of January, possibly in the past. Looks like that you have been quite some delays happening as well for some of you. So there is something that you needed to work on, that you needed to somehow thinking of doing, but you always don't have time to do it. So let's say something that you're always putting off. So if you wanted to write a book, or like reading more, or even like making a video or content, whatever it is, but you're always putting it off, that can also apply to this card. But other than that, this can also be like some delays happening in the hiring process. Maybe because the manager were out of office or on holiday, whatever it is, or the HR managers are not there, or whatever it is, traveling, things like that, so that the decision cannot be made for you in the month of January, possibly, or in the past. That makes sense now. That's the reason why there are some kind of delays happening in your side. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Joker card in reverse. So yeah, this can be like this false start or a false new beginning that happened in the past that can create some kind of problems or troubles in your like in your career in some way. So try to be more practical and not really just fixated in your mind about certain things, like when the door closes and another door will open, it's for sure. You just have to be patient enough to wait for that moment to happen. So the next that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Ace of Spades. So you have double aces here. So there's like a new revelation in your life that has to be like something that you needed to let go. Like if you have been experiencing some delays, and then you finally found out that possibly the company not even yet interested in your applications, So let it be. That's what it is. So you cannot change other people's minds. You cannot change or interfere on their decisions. So what you can do is just move on. So if that is the case in your life, it is not the end of everything. Like if the company actually not really interested in your candidacy or in your profile anymore because some other candidates are much better than you, then it is fine. So you can always try to find another job if that is the case. So the next card that you have representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have the Ten of Spades. Okay, this one is actually a little bit different. So it looks like that if you are thinking of starting a new company or a new job because you have to end this contract, if you are working in the company, let's say if you already say that you are leaving, or if your contract is gonna be ended by the end of the month, so it's always good to know what you're going to do afterwards. So try to be more respectful and also try to be more responsible for your own career. So working in a company is not always the answers, because some people, they don't like so much to work in a company, and they perform better when they are working outside the company or when they are working for themselves. So maybe the company or the job in the company is not really your things. It's not really your preference. So it's always better not to work there if it is the case. So lastly, here to clarify the whole reading, at the bottom of the deck you have the Nine of Clubs. So yeah, the message here, if you are getting rejections or if you're getting some sort of those events or those kind of response, the good news is you should not giving up, because those moments happen every time someone else is apply for a job. There's always the only two answer, right? Which is you get accepted or you get rejected. So it's just accept it as a part of their life and just move on. So the thing is that you should not give up. You should not stop applying for a new job every day or at any other days that you needed to go for, because believe it or not, the job that is right for you is waiting for you there. You just have to go and get them. So it's just a matter of tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or next month or even next year. So depending on you, on how fast you can get those, or how fast you can grab the opportunity. And that's possibly the reason why if you are not yet working right now. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe, and please push the bell icon so that you get the notification every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email, and see you next month. Thank you.